soaring tension, personal attacks, conspiracy theories peddled, a palpable absence of the actual frontrunner, Donald Trump, and the emergence of an alliance. This is pretty much how the fourth Republican debate in Alabama, held on December 7, can be summarized. The debate, hosted by NewsNation, took on a new urgency as the candidates, consisting of former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, only have mere weeks to cobble together support before the first contest in Iowa, which is 6 weeks away. All four candidates used their precious time on the debate stage differently to make their mark. Chris Christie positioned himself as the anti-Trump candidate and kept his debate, more or less, focused on the former president. He pushed his opponents to denounce Trump, pointing to his legal issues and even calling him Voldemort, while accusing the other candidates of shying away from discussing Trump. Vivek Ramaswamy is someone who has not been doing so well in the polls lately. After an initial surge of interest in him, his poll standing has dropped. So it was apparently the right time for him to launch into a recitation of conspiracy theories, probably in a bid at chumming the waters for far-right voters. At one point during the debate, Ramaswamy asked, "Why am I the only person, on this stage at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job?" He then went on to claim that the American government lied about 9/11 and that the 2020 election was stolen by the big tech, and also endorsed the Great Replacement theory, a racist conspiracy theory, endorsed by white supremacists, which claims that the left is secretly plotting to replace America's white population with minorities. The American pharmaceutical entrepreneur also decided to fling insults, this time on Nikki Haley. Apart from joining Ramaswamy in insulting Haley, DeSantis also took Christie's bait and took a jibe at Trump when he said, "I do think that over a 4-year period, it is not a job for somebody that's pushing 80. We need somebody that's younger." He also accused Biden of restricting support for Israel and once again touted his own actions as governor of Florida. Nikki Haley has emerged as the new frontrunner, though she still places third in most polls and trails far behind Trump. And that didn't spare her from being the primary target of the debate, and that was clear from the debate's opening minutes, in which both DeSantis and Ramaswamy attacked Haley as beholden to big donors. She hit back saying they were just jealous those donors were supporting her and not them. The attacks, however, kept coming, posing the risk that this debate would be a pile-on in which everyone tried to take Haley down. In her closing pitch, Haley, recently been endorsed by the Charles Koch Super PAC Americans for Prosperity Action for the 2024 Republican nomination, cited polls to emphasize she was the only candidate in the race who could beat Joe Biden in the general election. Charles Koch and his network of right-wing billionaires are aiming to weaken frontrunner Donald Trump by throwing tens of millions of dollars and thousands of volunteers across the country behind Haley's campaign. Among other things, the Super PAC is known for blocking efforts to fight the climate crisis. As DeSantis and Ramaswamy attacked Haley, the fourth candidate on stage, Chris Christie, came to her rescue when he said, "I want to say something else. We're now 25 minutes into this debate, and he has insulted Nikki Haley's basic intelligence, not her positions, her basic intelligence. If you want to disagree on issues, that's fine. And Nikki and I disagree on some issues. But I'll tell you this. I've known her for 12 years, which is longer than he's even started to vote in a Republican primary. And while we disagree about some issues, well, we don't disagree on this. This is a smart, accomplished woman. You should stop insulting." This is being seen as an interesting move from Christie, who may not be the front-runner but is still getting about 11% of the vote in New Hampshire polls. Observers are now waiting to see if at some point Christie may decide to drop out and give Haley an endorsement boost, just as he did for Trump in 2016. Though Trump was physically absent once again, the specter of his bid to return to the Oval Office hung in the background throughout the night of the debate once again. The four candidates took some swings and many misses at the likely Republican nominee, Trump, during the debate. The candidates, other than Ramaswamy, doubled down on their aggressive, pro-Israel rhetoric. Haley said she would introduce legislation to tie anti-Israel sentiment with anti-Semitism and made a comparison between pro-Palestinian protests and KKK marches. Transgender issues cycled in and out during the debate. DeSantis attacked Haley on a failed bathroom bill in North Carolina and touted his own anti-trans bills in Florida. Ramaswamy called transgender identity a mental health issue. Christie attempted to walk the middle road by saying he would let parents decide and stay out of the discussion on whether children should be able to get gender-affirming treatment. Overall, all four candidates seemed to do what they were expected to do. Christie stuck to his anti-Trump posturing. DeSantis focused on what he sees as his wins as a governor. Haley played the role of a steady conservative. And Ramaswamy attempted to provide meme and headline-worthy material.